Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, and we have two birthdays today. Today is Angie Tampa's birthday. So Angie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Dawn Ray's birthday. So Dawn, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dawn. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday. Just got off my Zoom call with my family. We did that this afternoon. I always like doing that. I get to see my cousins that live in Minnesota and then my cousins that live in Toronto. My brother Michael forgot to tune in, so he didn't tune in. I'm still reading my book. I read about 50 pages last night before I went to bed. I really like it. It's by Stacy Willingham, All the Dangerous Things. Let me show you how far Jim and I have got on the puzzle. All right, it doesn't look like we're making progress, but we really are. Jim's working on the sky over here. So he's got that going. And we got that all done. We're missing that one little piece for the pole. These flowers are a bugger. And the flowers over here are a bugger. Oh my gosh, this puzzle is going to be the death of us yet. It is so flippin' hard. It took me, just to do the fire, took me about an hour just to find the pieces for the fire. It was because there's so many other pieces that kind of look like it. And the flowers, oh my gosh, those flowers are going to be the death of me yet. And every time we do it, Jim says, this is a hard puzzle. I call him, glad you picked it out. I always like to point it out that he picked it out. Because the other one we did in one day, this one's going to take us, Jim doesn't think we're going to finish it. I know we're going to finish it, but it's going to be, torture. But, I like doing it. It's fun just sitting there. We find pieces for each other. Like I'll say, oh, this looks like the piece you're working on. The only thing that Jim does that aggravates me is like he likes to do a section of the puzzle off of the board, off to the side. And so he's picking pieces and stuff and he's keeping them over there. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of the pieces that he's thinking go to the things I'm working on. And I'll look over there. Oh yeah, I need that piece. I need that piece. And then I could probably build off of whatever he's doing, but that's why we do it together. But we do have fun. We do like doing them together. I don't want it to sound like we don't enjoy doing it together because we do. But this one is challenging. He says, well, we're ending the year because we usually only do 3 puzzles. This is our 4th puzzle this year. Only because the one we did the one before this, we thought was going to be really difficult. And we did it in one day. That was only a 500-piece puzzle. Pfft, amateurs. We got that one done in no time. But it was just... it was quick. This one is challenging. And then, I was a lazy butt. I didn't go to bed till 3:30 because I was reading my book and it just got so good and I just lost all track of time and I went to bed at 3:30. I didn't wake up till 10:30. It was like 7, well, I got 7 hours sleep, but it was like, and then Esther Ross Newman, she's over from England. She's visiting her family. And she was in my area and she was trying to message me on Facebook to let me know that she was over this way and that maybe we could meet up. And slept right through that. I must have had my phone turned off or something. I usually have my phone turned on, but I didn't hear it. And then I was laying in bed going through my things. And by that point, she wasn't in this side of town anymore. So we're going to try to meet up tomorrow. We're not really sure if that's going to happen, but I sure hope it does. So we're going to do that. And then Jim and I started watching Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix last night. Jim made it about 10 minutes before he fell sound asleep in the chair. I gave it a good 40 minutes before I said no. Because the movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I thought, I can't invest another 2 hours in this movie. We were going to go to the show to see it. Thankfully, we didn't pay any money to go see it. So if anybody saw it, I'm curious, did you like it or did you find it just as boring as I did? Because I don't know. They were trying to cover too much stuff and it made no rhyme or reason at the beginning to me. It was just, I don't know. I don't recommend the movie. I really don't recommend the movie. And then I watched what did I watch last night? We watched, So Help Me Todd. We like So Help Me Todd. We watched that. And there was another thing else we watched. Oh, I watched SWAT. Jim doesn't watch SWAT. I watched SWAT. I don't know. I'm done with SWAT, but it's just, this is the final season, so I'll give it the rest of the season. But sometimes things just overstay their welcome. I think that's one of the shows that's kind of overstayed its welcome. Although I like all the people that are in it. But it's just, I don't know. And then tonight, the only thing that Jim and I watched together is Tracker, and then I watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I thought was so ironic because, was it last week? I don't know if it was last Sunday. No, I think it was the Sunday before. Yeah, it was the Sunday before. Richard Lewis was on, and because him and Mary David were really good friends all through life. They were actually born in the same hospital, only 4 days apart, and they grew up in the same neighborhood, and they were friends for life and that, and they kind of played off of each other's quirkiness. And they were really, really good friends. And one of the things in there, and most of the Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm, from what I understand, is all, what's the word? They don't have a script. They just go off of, like, kind of like when, Whose Line Is It anyway? When they would just throw a subject out and you'd have to just go impromptu. No, it's not impromptu. Well, like it was an impromptu thing. Like, I know that's not the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm talking about. Like when somebody gives you a suggestion and then you come up with something and you act it out at that point. That's what that whole improvisation. That's the word. See, that's a big word. I can't even say it. Improvisation. That they just kind of have a basis of what they want to talk about. And he was talking about his will, telling Larry David that he was going to leave money in his will for him. And Larry David was saying, don't you dare, don't you dare. And it was like kind of a banter back and forth. And then like 10 days later, he dies. So it's like, oh, that was kind of ironic. But you never know. Your time can come anytime. You just don't know. So, but that's going to do it. I'm trying to figure out what I can get Brooke for a wedding present. Obviously, Danny's been married before, but Brooke is not. And Brooke didn't want Brooke is Danny's fiance. They're getting married March 29th. Brooke didn't want a shower. She doesn't want gifts or anything like that. But I wanted to get her something special. So, trying to find something. I'm going to call her mother later on tonight to find out. She can give me some suggestions on something that Brooke might like. I've really never seen her wearing jewelry because I was thinking I was going to get her some diamond earrings or a tennis bracelet. But like I said, I've never seen her really wearing jewelry. I've never seen her really reading. So I don't know. I don't know her as well as I'd like to know her, but I do know her pretty well, but obviously not enough to know what kind of a gift would be really nice for her. I did buy her a purse. I think I showed that on a video, that she had seen a purse that her mother had told me about for the weddings that I had bought. But that was hardly anything. And so then I asked Andy to pick out some earrings, and so he picked out some earrings, and he sent me the thing, and they were on Amazon. I'm thinking, on Amazon, how much are these earrings going to cost? $12.99. I went, Danny, I think I can spend more than $12.99 for a pair of earrings. Those are cheap-ass earrings for $12.99. They're okay, like to buy them for yourself or whatever, but that's kind of like a wedding gift, $12.99. I don't know. And then we got an invitation to my nephew's 50th 50th birthday in April. He can't be 50. He can't be 50 because I was just 50, and he was just a little baby. No, that's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. It's just not acceptable that my nieces and nephews are getting to the age where I think I am. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Life goes by so fast. It goes by in a blink of an eye. You really don't think that it does, but it really does. If you think back to like even 20 years ago, like when people say, oh, I remember the 90s like it was yesterday. 90s were like 40 years ago, right? No, almost 40 years ago, 35 years ago were the 90s. Well, not really, 24, 25 if you're going to be exact, but still, quarter of a century ago. I've lived a half a century. I'm almost to what is the 75 years? What is that? It's not a whole. I'm old. That's what that is. That's old. And it just went by fast. It really did. When we did the tag, because Jimmy came over the other day and we did the tag, and one of the questions is, would you want to relive your childhood or see your future self? I kind of like to go back. I really would. I mean, you can't change. It would change things. Your whole life would be completely different. If you could change just one thing, your whole life would be different. It really would. But would that really make your life better? You don't know. You just really don't. I would have changed my eating habits, and so I would have been thinner, but then I wouldn't have got to meet all you guys because I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, because why would I need it? I did it for a weight loss, which is helping me. Believe it or not, it really does help me. It really does keep me accountable. It may not show on the scale all the time, but trust me, if I didn't have YouTube, I'd probably be almost 400 pounds. I know that. I know that for a fact. I really do. So, okay. Blabbered enough, Sandy. Blabbered enough. Let's get on with the rest of the day. Look how beautiful it is. It's going to be in the 60s this week. Next Sunday, we turn the clocks back, which for me, you know, is going to be a major deal. Because we change all the batteries on the clocks at the same time. And that's, I think I have 38 now, 39 clocks. That's a lot of clocks, my friends. It's a lot of clocks. But I got to get more automated clocks that just automatically turn. I have a couple. I'm not even counting the ones that automatically turn, because I do have some of those that automatically turn all over by themselves. But I think I've only got 4 of those. But it'd be nice to be lighter longer in the day. I'll be able to get out after dinner and go for a walk if I don't get one in the morning. Okay, enough blabbing. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.